Hello, welcome back. I'm your host, RemnantPrincesss. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Here we have is women who are 30 and they've hit the wall.
So I gotta be real with you guys.
When guys in their late 20s spend their weekends going to nightclubs and hooking up with 18-year-olds.
You look like clowns.
Once you've reached a certain age, to be honest, I think even once you're at your late 20s, let alone your 30s, the club should get mediocre at that point. It should be boring, like your aim is to become more of a woman. Why are you going to the club? The club is something you do when you're 23, 22, 21, and 18, whatnot. But the older you get, you should really get bored of it. You should get bored of hooking up and meeting this guy and that guy. And so I don't understand how by the time these females, they reach 30, that they're still going to the club. It doesn't make sense for me. If anything, by the time you're already 27, you need to really start looking at your life and start changing your ways and maybe settling for whatever reality that you have to live in.
Dating in your 30s, be like, there's plenty more fish in the sea.
You serious?
The sea.
I know it must be a whole different life in your 30s, but they need to come to a realization they are 30 now. And that's the thing, every age that you turn, you should evolve as a human. You should have learnt something new about yourself. You should have brought something of value to yourself. But these 30-year-olds is like they're stuck in their 20s. So even when they want to go out and find a man, like, look at how they dress, look at the makeup, the eyelashes, they're stuck. Even the other clip, she's going to clubs, they're stuck at a 23-year-old mindset, a 21-year-old mindset. I'm sure if they actually matured mentally and actually was realistic with themselves, they could have found someone, but they don't want to do that. They just want to stay where they're at. So that's why it's dried up where you are at.
And honestly, I don't know if men have caught on to this yet, but our standards have risen.
Yeah, I don't see any standards when I see her. Like, look at her hair, look at all them tattoos. Oh, and I've heard a lot about these females with tattoos. There's even a whole tattoo psychology behind it. Like, little did I know, tattoos can say a lot about a woman in a state. So right now, she's talking about standards, but the standard of her state does not look good.
Because the dick isn't that great. Y'all are not even emotionally intelligent. You can't pay a bill. What can you do?
She needs to stop worrying about all these shallow things because, look at her right now. Look at her face. Look at her lips. Look at her hair. It's as if she's a struggling Barbie doll that has been blown up and is ready to pop. I don't understand how sitting there and just cussing out all these things that don't really matter will actually help you advance in any way.
If you can't pay a bill, you better bring the emotion and bring the dick.
The ones that can pay the bill, you don't even want them. I don't understand. She's just better off just entertaining the D for the rest of her life. That's it. Because it's clear that's what she wants. It's clear that's the only thing she really cares about, because she isn't even talking about anything else but the D. So just live your life riding the D and stop complaining. I don't see the problem here.
It's one thing if we didn't have high standards, because
you see, you can't have high standards when you live a low standard life. I don't know what they don't understand. I don't know what she doesn't understand. If you want high standards, then you best be it. But you ain't it. If anything, you're letting us know how much D's that you've taken and it wasn't good enough for you. I mean, your standards have dropped. You're 30 now, and this is how you're talking. Like, your mentality is below average.
Period, point blank. We have built our own table.
They've built their own table, and they're sitting alone.
My name is Erin. I am 40 years old, never been married, and I coach women on how to date.
Does she actually have real clients? Are females actually going to get a coaching advice from someone that's never been married? I mean, why would you do that to yourself? You're better off going to ask your auntie or your neighbor that has a stable marriage than her.
Pretty crazy, huh? I've gotten a lot of for it. People think that because I'm not married that I shouldn't help other women date.
It's very crazy. You see, she knows that what she's doing is mad. Look at her and her nose piercing. I'm sorry, I know it sounds like I'm scrutinizing her in every details, but it's just like, just look at you. You don't even look like you're even wife material. That's why you ain't even a wife. And you want to help other women to be what? More like you? Please. You're scamming. She's a scammer. This is a number one scammer, okay? Scammers have transformed. I swear if they're transformed, No, she's a scammer. I'm being actually dead serious. She's actually a scammer. She's rinsing you guys and running you for your money. Please. Yeah? When you see a scammer, this is one. There's no real qualification. Just look at her. She's just taking your money.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not here trying to tell people how to have a successful marriage. Lord knows, I don't know anything about that one.
So why are you a dating coach? I mean, I told you she's a scammer. Legit. She's actually a scammer, and she's letting you know that I don't know anything about what I'm doing. I'm just here for the money. She's saying it blatantly and clear that, listen, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just here to get a bit extra cash.
However, I would much rather take a dating advice from somebody who spent 20 years in the trenches making all the mistakes, doing all the things wrong, and then figured out how to do it better than somebody who only dated a handful of people and got married and has been married for God knows how many years.
That is the craziest thing I've heard. I mean, if you learn how to do it better, then why was your outcome still shambles? Look at you. Well, The only time I would agree with her if she actually did get married and she actually did transform her life. No, she didn't. She ended up just taking whatever D she ended up taking, trenches, basically all the relationship that didn't work out because nobody wanted her, and her toxic self. And now she wants to scam people for their money because this dating thing is a thing. She's a number one con artist, bruv. Scam artist on the rising, this one. I'm telling you. Do not give her your money. You see her, you just put scam. That's it. That's what she is. You know when people come and comment on your DMs or your inboxes and they try and promote something that you know is dead or you know they're just doing it for money. That's exactly what she's doing. About I wouldn't take advice from someone that's married and had relationship with a few people. No, that's the person you should take advice from, because she took the shortcut. You took the long ass way and you're still alone. Who the hell wants to do that? You wasted your life to be a scam artist. Please. At the age of 40, and this is where you've left yourself. Who the hell would want to take advice from that? Honestly, she can't even be honest with herself.
Sure, they probably know something, but they don't know what I know when it comes to dating. I've experienced it all. I've done it all.
The only thing you know is to be a whore, and I'm sorry. If she really wants to do something, maybe she should take a class on doing that. But even that, I don't advise that, because that's a horrible class. These females are already doing a good enough example of what it's like to be a 304. So, no one really needs a lesson on that. But honestly, I think them pretty eyes of hers had made plenty of people melt already and got her gassed up thinking that she could do this.
I've made all the mistakes, and now I coach women so that way they don't make the same mistakes that I did. They're able to get to where I'm at faster and easier. And they don't have to go through all the bullshit that I've been through. That's why I coach women in dating.
Nah, she shouldn't do that. I don't know why she thought this was a good idea. Like, she can't even hear herself. Who wants to take advice from that? What? From all the guys that you was toxic and doing whatever the hell you was doing, nothing real came out of it. You're just here in your 40s doing what? And then the worst part is she's bashing in the same. This is why she's a scam artist, bro. Because, you know, if she really did learn from her lessons, she would have never actually said, it's better off for you to take advice from someone like me than someone that didn't date as much as this person and got married earlier. Like, if she was really about her job and actually cared about her clients, she would actually recognize that the other person that didn't date so much people and actually got married earlier made the smarter decision. So she would recognize and be like, you know what? Yeah, I know that other women, they did an amazing job to find their husband and build a family. She didn't even go there. She bashed the whole value and tradition of what she's actually saying that she wants to teach other women. No, she's not. She's a liar. She's a scam artist. If anything, she's just gonna teach toxic vibes and take your money, and that's about it. Probably teach all these females how to lie a bit more, be more of a manipulator. She is the biggest liar and manipulator out here right now. If anything, that is her.
Somebody referred to me the other day as an older lady. Older lady? I don't want to be an older lady. Please refer to me as a queenager. Thank you.
See, I told you guys. I told you that these females, okay, even ladies, listen up. That these females, they're living in a mentality of early 20s. They do not want to grow up. That's why they cake themselves like this. What woman does this? By the time you hit 30, you want to look your age. You do not want to look young. No, you don't. I'm sorry, you don't. You know, by the time you reach 30, you actually really need to change completely. To be honest, by that time, you should already have changed. But these females, they know they're hitting the wall. And that's why they need to look young. You know, that's why they need to keep caking themselves, look a certain way, do thirst traps, because they know they're hitting the wall. And they know that their sex appeal and their sex value and all the other stuff is decreasing. And the best way they know how to keep it up is by looking good and having a 20-year-old mentality. So when whatever guy is around them, they can be like, oh yeah, she's cool, she looks hot, she looks fun. So it's almost like, you know, it's almost like trying to catch a fish on a hook. That's what they're doing. You know, they have to make themselves look something they ain't. Yes, you are old. It says 50 there. She's old. She's turning grandma. Where's your grandkids? You don't have any. You're old. You're just an old woman now. At least if you was a grandma, you would have had more pride in that. That's why she doesn't even want to enjoy her old age, because she's alone. No grandchildren, no man to be with her. You're just an old woman at this point.
Okay, ladies, want to know what dating in your 40s is like?
Yeah, she don't even look like she's in her 40s. She looks like she's hitting a strong 60. Like, I don't know who she's trying to lie to here. Maybe herself. Whoa, my days.
After bad online date after bad online date, finally find a decent guy. We're ready to go to the next step, get a hotel room by the beach, and last night, do the necessary things, do the plucking, do the shaving. Today, 2 o'clock, day of, send a text. I send the text saying, all right, you getting excited? You ready to go? Insert BS excuse here. Nope, can't go. Sorry, something came up. Okay, that's great. When did you find out? Oh, 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago? Lice. So, sure hope I can cancel the hotel. Nope, can't. Had to cancel an hour before. Yep, now I'm stuck with the bill. So, guess I'm off to the hotel by myself.
Want to hear this? Get a hotel room in the front beach. No, I don't, you know, it gets to a certain age, you don't need to hear this. You don't need to hear big women like her about to have a good time near the beach. No one needs to hear that, man. No. You know, it's like hearing it from your grandma. Why are we hearing this? Why are you even here? I don't understand. I think by the time you've reached, to be honest, yeah, I was going to say all old people should just be off the internet If this is what they're doing, yeah, then you just should be off it. Only time I want to see an old woman is her posting pictures of her families and her husband and just her living her life. Not her getting ready, caking up for a date and talking about doing the necessary things. Oh, no. Doesn't she have, like, family to be around? Or, like, grandkids, not even nieces or something? I don't know. Find a social club at that point. You know, do some knitting classes. Find just... I mean, you can't be doing this at this age. Look at you. You're embarrassed. You're embarrassing yourself. This is embarrassment. Are you not embarrassed? I don't know what to say about that, but she's way too old for this.
But you want to roll with the big dogs? Then it's time to get some therapy, honey. It's really that simple.
Shut your pie hole. We're working here.
I'll be honest with you, she's really talking about herself. Like, it's as plain and simple as that. You know, it's funny when you say big dogs and you're kind of big yourself. I mean, wow. You know, you had that coming. I ain't even being rude, but, you know, if you're talking like this, then I don't know what else you're expecting. She needs to just go and do exactly what she said, okay? And get some therapy. So, ladies, especially if you're in your 30s, what I would say is you just need to live in your 30s. Don't act like you're 25. Don't act like you're 21. Don't even try to look like you're 21. Don't even try to look like you're 25. Be 30, dress 30, and just accept that that is your reality. All this dating, all this dating apps, whatever it is that you're entertaining, you need to let that life go. Leave it to the youngers to do that, okay? You know, you're becoming an auntie at this point. Your big sister, auntie vibes. Them days are done. Don't even touch the club. Just live in your 30s. You will have so much better luck finding someone. And even if you don't, accept it. Because that's the choice that you made in your younger years. And that's all I could say. But if you keep on pretending that you're still young and hip, it's not a good look. Yeah, you're gonna turn out like that grandma who's in her 60s. You know, and no one even wants to be around that or hear that. So trust me. Just live your life in your 30s and accept that that is your reality. And for the young ladies out there, you know, I'm sure you already see plenty of signs to not follow any of their footsteps and stay away from that scammer coach, that dating coach. Just stay away from her. So yeah. Oh, my fellow princes and princesses, here's a quote from Down the Rabbit Hole. I could hardly afford to lose my head. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.